Well, welcome to Jerry's Bike Tech, where motorized bikes are a way of life. Let's get to it, guys. So, we're sitting here in Springerville, Arizona, gateway to the White Mountains. It was super freezing cold last night, around 16 degrees, and I wasn't going to be outside for that. So I'm indoors. I'm sitting here cranking up me some cigarettes for the day. Figured I'd recap some of this stuff. Although I'd shot a piece of this already and don't know how much of it was retained because the goddamn phone shut down out of space again and had to move it all over to the SD card. Let's see. So I'm here in Springerville. It's super cold. I stopped yesterday in Wow, I can't remember the name of the town. But the town before this one going down 191. So let's back it up. So I stayed last night, the night before last, in Navajo Reservation, underneath the bridge, on a dry river, and froze my butt off. Man, woke up, everything was goddamn frozen. I had my head under the blanket all night long, and it froze that. Froze the tarp, all the breath that got on it. Had to lay all this stuff out so that way it could all thaw out. It was like a frozen solid, man. My sweet tea and my waters and all, they were frozen hard as a rock. Drained the batteries on a bunch of different things. This phone right here that I'm using to shoot this video. So I was heading down I-40 at the time. And I had come to the conclusion that I was ready to turn south, no matter what. Don't care what happens. So I turned south in Sanders, Arizona, on 191. It was about 12 miles up the road from me. 12 of the toughest fucking freezing cold miles I have done this whole trip. It was a north wind, and I was heading north, and it was 22 miles an hour. And it was well below freezing in that wind. And I just had to look at the ground and wait for those 12 miles to be up, man. That's all I could do. I was just cold. I got that Florida blood, man. And that stuff is just so cold on me. And so I made it to the 191. I went to the Dollar General store and spoke with a lady that was behind the counter. And she said it would be a decent road to go down. It didn't have any shoulder, but there wasn't a lot of traffic, and I shouldn't have too many problems. So I took her advice and I headed down 191. I did not know I was heading for the highest freaking peak, or the highest town in Arizona, at over 8,000 feet. I'm at the foot of that right now at 7,300 feet, something like that. Oh my God, it was higher than the fucking divide I'm sitting at. And today I'll be going over that 8,000 foot town. So it should be downhill all the way to New Mexico, says the map. And Google's chart plot, does a little, and then woo. So I'll do that in the first 12 miles leaving today. I still have a monster a tailwind right now, or it should be a tailwind. Should be hard out of the north again, and that should help out considerably. So I froze myself out in the old Indian Navajo reservation there and started a little campfire that morning. I just had to get warm. I just had to. Couldn't not go without fire again. I needed a campfire that night, it turned out. I didn't think it was going to be that freaking cold, but it turned out to be really freaking cold. So yesterday, I come to a little town and I ate me 2 slices of pizza, getting ready to head this way, and seen a thrift store. So I ran to the thrift store and bought a little tiny sleeping bag and this shirt that I'm wearing right now, another long sleeve flannel of some kind. I needed it, man. And then I got here, and I climbed to get here. Went through some crazy desert. I shot a video of a bunch of it, but we'll see how much of this gets posted, because I don't know what's on this camera right now. I've yet to watch any of these videos. I've just been watching those shorts, posting those, working my way to getting to this. I was terribly discouraged in the morning. I mean, frightfully discouraged. Man, this is just sucks. This is it forever. I'm never gonna. And then I got that tailwind heading south, and my whole attitude changed. And then I got here last night, and the winds were up to 28 miles an hour. I was over 7,000 feet. I stopped at a little rest area bathroom there, went inside there, and thought about sleeping in that bathroom, but was afraid that sometime in the middle of the night, some guy was going to do a final walkthrough and run my ass off, and I just could not take that chance. From that town to here, I had looked the whole time for any abandoned structure, and I mean any abandoned structure would have been fine with me. There was nothing, dude. It's fucking nothing. It's goddamn in the middle of mountain, desert, nowhere. It's, man, there's just nothing. Trees are always hard to find, and when you do find them, they're in somebody's yard or in their front door, you know. It's just no free trees around here. There's certainly been no water. Just fucking no water. Whatever these calling these ponds and lakes, these are cow ponds. These are fucking drainage streams, you know, shit streams. You're like, no, there's no, yet to be able to pull out my fishing pole to catch this mountain trout. That's not going to happen. I will have rode this whole goddamn way with this stupid freaking cane pole, and I will have only ever soaked it in Louisiana. So, that kind of sucks. I ain't going to lie. I'm still keeping it, though. I like the little streamer behind me. I like warning people that I'm on the road. Although I regret that, it's never gotten used yet. Had to wear a face diaper to go inside one of those Navajo stores. And that's the first time Jared's ever had a face diaper on. But I needed it, man. I needed to get in there. And the only way in was to fucking put your little face diaper on, because those guys are still listening to the colonizers. They can't help it. They're like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. So they're still in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Fucking amazing. What else after that? Anything different has happened? No, I always have a bunch of things I feel like I'm going to say on these, but once I get to it, I'm like, I can't organize my thoughts well enough, and I ain't sharp enough to sit here and write a goddamn checklist. I'm busy cranking cigarettes, smoking them, and getting high. I'm fucking in my motel. I'm enjoying it as much as I possibly can. Smoking this gambler tobacco, which is shit compared to the tobacco I smoke. I mean, total shit. But I'm not the kind to complain about that. I've got my sin, and live in sin, come on in. And that's who I am. Got my sins, and that's what I like. Had to fix a flat first thing this morning. Apparently in Arizona, if you pull off the fucking road even for a second, you will get a flat. And I mean pull off the road to go to another town or something. No. They've lined the roads with nails and barbs and road wire, and you freaking name it. I have pulled everything from my brother to goddamn 1.25 inch roofing nail out of damn tires. I wish I could get a bunch of goat heads, I guess, but I've only gotten one goat head flat so far, and it's on the front tire, on that bald front tire. I have changed the old Walmart front tire now for the brand new Walmart front tire, and the other one's a whole lot lighter now on the front of the bike, but the new one is probably got a lot more flat resistance. I did put another slime tube in it, but the tubes I buy are the ones that are for sale. It's not some other tubes. I'm not buying them because I would get them. I'm buying them because that's what's on the fucking shelf, and I ain't going without a goddamn tube. Although slime tubes are apparently irreparable. These are not. Oh, and what a mess they make. Just the worst goddamn gooey, sticky fucking mess ever. Let's roll one more and we'll call this done. So right now I'm running with 4 repaired tubes on the side, plus the 2 in the tires. But Yes, I have 4 tubes. All of them are repaired because I had a hotel stay. So I repaired all my tubes. Changed the rear tire this morning. It's got a repaired tube in it now. So I'm running on the only unholed tube right now is a slime tube in the front. But all other tubes have been holed. One of them, I think, twice. Or 2 of them, I think, now have 2 patches. I'm running low on patches. That sucks too. I don't particularly care for that. I think I'm down to like my last 4 or 5, but like I said, I have 4 tubes, so hopefully that makes it through the day. No guarantees. All right, that's enough for old Jared. A little cigarette dump. Fire one of these bad boys up. Oh, yes. This is a smoking room. Made sure to get one that was for smoking, so to worry about anything. It smoked like a goddamn chimney in here. What else can I say? I got a monster climb today, over 8,000 feet, going straight fucking up. It's the highest city in Arizona, Alpine. Just saying the word Alpine, you already know. It's gonna have snow. The white, so yeah, I leave out of freaking Sanders, Arizona, and heading for Springerville, and I'm heading south, and I already know that it ends near some mountainous stuff, but you know, you're looking at your little phone, you know, topped a little hill, and in the distance, the biggest goddamn fucking white mountain I have ever seen is in the distance. And I'm like, oh no. There's some other little dinky mountains off to the side. They got some white caps on them, but they're off to the side. I'm like, no, you're heading straight for that big fucking giant white mountain. Oh, I didn't know it was a gateway to White Mountain until I got around here and the sign started telling me I'm just headed towards Alpine, Springerville, and then Alpine. And had talked myself even of going over Alpine that I was going to turn left at Springerville on 60 and go around it. That's not a good idea. I will keep doing up and down mountains in the ice cold. So today, if I head out and make it over Alpine, over 8,000 feet, for the next day or so, I will be going downhill, mostly downwind, towards Interstate 10 again. Although, when I pass Alpine, I won't have services for like 150 miles or something. I think there's one gas station in Adel or something like that. I will hopefully get more gas at that spot, but yeah, there will probably be a stretch of not doing anything. I was done the circumference of Arizona, though. I went all the way around Arizona. I've been in Arizona longer than I was in Texas. I've done more miles in Arizona than I did in Texas, and I've went up bigger mountains than I did in Texas. So my trip is a motorized bike trip in Arizona, as far as I'm concerned. Holy shit. I'll be lucky to make it back home if I can ever get out of this damn state. I got the room here, and I'm got stuff spread out everywhere as usual in the motel. It's a decent one though. It was $80 fucking $80 fucking motel. I tell you that. That's the most I ever spent on making Jared comfortable ever. So yeah, that sucked. That was bad light right there. I'm all charged up. I still got a little bit of time. Let's see what time it is. See how much time I got left in the room. I'm $80. I got to stay until damn near checkout. It's 10 o'clock, so yeah, it's that time. The last hour right now, or it is that hour. I'm not sure. But it didn't say when checkout was, but it's always 11 o'clock. Or it's usually 11 o'clock. I don't know. But I'm ready, basically. I'm about to load the bike up and put everything back on it that was laying out. Most of that right there is about to all get put back on. Oh yeah, no, I'm going over 8,000 feet. I'm going to need every fucking stitch of clothes I own to go over it. It's going to be snowy up there. White Mountain. I mean, it's gonna be snowy. Anything else that I might have forgotten and meant to tell y'all, but haven't mentioned it yet? Not right off that I can think of. I wish I knew. Let's see if the old one hitter's hitting. We'll repack that too. Had to poke it out last night. It was a goddamn resin ball fucking blocking up the hole. Let's try to keep them hacked. All too soon on that one. Still got a goddamn resin ball in it. That wasn't weed. Yep. Shit, it's completely clogged. What are you gonna do? Alright, well, I guess I've made this one long enough. I would appreciate you guys who've all been tuned in and watching me. And I'll send some updates y'all's way just as soon as I get better service again. Thanks a lot.